EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
No 50. Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
29. Alpha. 47.
Back to Walker on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Let's get it. Check. Alpha. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Watch the eye. Hold the look.
From the 31. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Sugar.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
47's the mic. 47. Sugar.
They run again with Walker. Shifts past him at the 45. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Check, 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 check. Hey, check. Alert. Check Mike 47. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, Swift. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Once again, it's Swift. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fowler. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Straight ahead, Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fowler. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Fowler. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The final shot before half for Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion goes the tight end. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fowler. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Regular. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Go. 47.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert. Easy.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 47. Go on, dude. Shit. Sugar. Check. Crunch.
On play action, now Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Fowler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Fowler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Fowler firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. On first down, Brady. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On play action, it's Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Check back 47. You.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 from the 8. And going right back to Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.